What happens when an unimaginable act of disrespect is committed against something sacred? Picture this. In the heart of a bustling city, an unthinkable crime is unfolding, one that could ignite a storm of anger, hatred, and violence. A group of young boys whose actions no one could have predicted have committed a transgression so severe that it could tear apart communities. The air is thick with tension as whispers spread, each one more furious than the last. As the news spreads like wildfire, the entire city holds its breath. Muslims, Sikhs, and Hindus alike are consumed by a desire for justice. People are ready to take matters into their own hands, and the city streets are on the verge of chaos. But then, something unexpected happens. A man, calm in the face of storm, steps forward with a decision that will leave everyone stunned. Will this man's choice lead to peace or cause the flames of rage to burn even hotter? The truth of what happened is yet to unfold, and only time will tell who will walk away with blood on their hands and who will find a way to heal the wounds of the past. Peace be upon you, listeners of Heartbeats for Allah. Friends, in the Indian city of Chandigarh, a group of Sikh boys committed a grave act of disrespect by tearing the pages of the Quran and throwing them into a well. This sparked outrage among the Muslim community, and soon a large group of Muslims gathered in a mosque, furious at the desecration of their holy book. The Imam, a wise and insightful man, was immediately alerted to the incident. Upon reaching the scene, he discovered that only a few days earlier, a copy of the Quran had been stolen from a nearby mosque. It was later revealed that these three boys, aged between 8 and 10, were responsible for the crime. However, their motives were not driven by malice. The Imam learned that these boys had been involved in several petty thefts, including stealing books from the school library and even shoes from local mosques. On the day of the incident, they had stolen the Quran from the mosque. When they opened it and saw that it was the holy book of Muslims, they were filled with fear and panic. They thought to themselves, "This is a serious matter. If the Muslims find out, they might kill us." So they decided to destroy the Quran and throw it into the well, hoping it would erase all evidence of their crime. Despite their initial fear, their secret was soon exposed. After a few days, tensions escalated and news of the incident spread throughout the city. The entire Muslim community was furious and many were seeking revenge. They wanted justice, and some even considered taking matters into their own hands. Imam Sahib, fully aware of the gravity of the situation, sought to calm the enraged masses. He knew that the situation was fragile and could easily spiral out of control, especially since the city's Sikh and Hindu communities were also involved in the matter. The Imam decided to address the community directly. He gathered everyone at the well where the Quranic pages had been discarded. Muslims, Sikhs, and Hindus alike had come together, their faces filled with sorrow and disbelief. The sight of the damaged Quranic pages brought tears to their eyes. The Imam, with great composure, spoke to the crowd. He explained that the three boys had not acted out of hatred or ill will. Rather, they were simply misguided. He read aloud a verse from the Quran, calling for patience, tolerance, and understanding in such difficult times. The Imam emphasized that seeking revenge and engaging in violence would only lead to further destruction. He urged the community to exercise patience, for in patience there was true strength. As he spoke, the parents of the three boys arrived, pleading for forgiveness. They apologized, and in a gesture of reconciliation, the Imam advised them to bring a local council of elders, or panchayat, to mediate the situation. That evening, the elders arrived, and they were joined by prominent Sikh leaders, including those wearing large turbans, who all came to offer their apologies. The Imam led them aside and spoke candidly. He explained that although the actions of the three boys were reprehensible, it was important to distinguish between their behavior and the broader community's responsibility. The Imam acknowledged that his forgiveness could anger many Muslims, but he was determined to prevent the flames of hatred from spreading. He proposed that the conflict be resolved not through violence, but through compassion and dialogue. The Imam requested that both the Muslim and Sikh panchayats send 10 representatives each to discuss the matter further. He pointed out that the Quran, like the teachings of Guru Nanak and other spiritual leaders, was not just a holy book for Muslims, but also a source of guidance for humanity as a whole. The Quran, he explained, offered wisdom that was universal, and it was not for Muslims alone. He recalled how Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism, had traveled to Mecca and even expressed reverence for the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Imam Sahib read a passage from Guru Nanak's writings where he praised Muhammad, Sallallahu, and spoke of the spiritual significance of the Quran. Imam Sahib reminded the gathering that the Quran was a book of peace, love, and unity, values that were shared by all religions. His words were intended to bridge the divide and encourage mutual respect. He urged the community to consider the broader picture, one where love and understanding prevailed over division. After much discussion, the Panchayat of the Sikhs agreed that the children should not face harsh punishment. Instead, they would be forgiven, but only under the condition that they publicly acknowledge their wrongdoing. Imam Sahib agreed to personally take responsibility for them and offered to protect them. As he spoke, the boys appeared, and with trembling hands they approached Imam Sahib, begging for forgiveness. They confessed that they had not understood the significance of the Quran and deeply regretted their actions. Their words were sincere, and Imam Sahib, seeing their remorse, forgave them. But the story took a surprising turn. One of the Sikh elders, Sardar Muhammad Singh, stood up. He explained that he had been named after the Prophet Muhammad, S.A., and that his mother had chosen the name Muhammad with great reverence. He spoke of the teachings of Guru Nanak, who had stressed the importance of understanding the true essence of faith. He stated that, inspired by the words of Guru Nanak, he wished to convert to Islam. He said, "If our Guru had been here today, he would have forgiven these children as well, just as the Prophet Muhammad, Sallallahu, forgave his enemies." Sardar Muhammad Singh's statement was powerful, and it had a profound impact on everyone present. The Imam looked at the crowd and, with a calm but authoritative voice, declared that the children would be forgiven under the condition that they would never repeat such an act. The crowd stood in stunned silence, reflecting on the significance of this moment. The gesture of compassion was not just a lesson in forgiveness, but also a poignant reminder of the common ground shared by all people of faith. It was a moment that would be remembered for generations as a symbol of unity and reconciliation in the face of adversity. In the days that followed, the city of Chandigarh saw a remarkable change. The forgiveness of the three boys became a symbol of unity and compassion. The Imam's actions, guided by wisdom and patience, prevented a catastrophe. His decision to resolve the conflict with understanding rather than violence was seen as a testament to the power of peaceful resolution. It is said that, as a result of this act, 20 Sikh men embraced Islam that day. Friends, this story teaches us the profound lesson that Islam advocates for justice through law, not personal vendettas. When faced with disrespect, we should seek justice through legal means, not through revenge. While we firmly believe that those who insult the Prophet Muhammad, Sallallahu, or desecrate the Quran should be punished, we must remember that the true essence of Islam is peace, compassion, and forgiveness. Let us act in a way that reflects the values of Islam and show the world that peace can triumph over hatred. Moreover, this event stands as a powerful reminder that while emotions can run high in moments of injustice, we must never allow ourselves to be swayed by anger. Imam Sahib's ability to rise above his emotions and find a solution that served both justice and reconciliation is something we should all strive to emulate. It teaches us the importance of staying calm, thinking clearly, and taking action based on wisdom and compassion rather than reacting impulsively. We must all ask ourselves, how can we contribute to peace and understanding in times of conflict? As this story spreads across the world, it serves as a beacon of hope for all those who are seeking peaceful solutions in times of division. When faced with hatred and anger, we must remember that forgiveness is not a weakness, but a powerful tool for healing. It is through our ability to forgive and to rise above our emotions that we can achieve true peace. This act of forgiveness, this willingness to bridge the divide, is what will ultimately change the hearts and minds of those around us. How did you feel about this story? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Until next time, take care, and may peace be upon you.